started in the fall of 1996. Two things happened. One is a band from New York City called the Klezmer came down and played at the Baltimore Museum of Art, and saw them play, and that was really inspiring. They were combining a lot of jazz and improvisation with the Klezmer. Also, I married into this band because my father-in-law is a clarinet player. On Passover, he came and he brought his clarinet, and we had a huge Seder right here in this room, about 30 people, and we had a jam session afterwards. He sounded great, and we had a good time. So it was a culmination of those two things.
We had him play the horas, the freilichs, the sort of dancing around, getting up on the chair songs, and we just heard him soaring. It was outside, and we could hear him just soaring over the field, just wailing on that clarinet. And I remember we looked at each other and we said, we gotta put him in a band.
I grew up in the Bronx. There I used to play a lot of weddings, Jewish weddings, and bar mitzvahs, that kind of stuff. When Michael thought about getting a klezmer band together, because he asked me if I would play. And I was available.
We play a lot of different types of Jewish music. Klezmer is primarily Eastern European.
My role is a combination of like harmonic, chords, and rhythm, mainly backing up the vocals.
Michael's the musical director of the band. I also have done a lot of gathering of repertoire and studying Yiddish to be able to do the Yiddish vocals. Klezmer is a Yiddish word. It's meant a lot of different things. It's meant a musician. A klezmer is a person who plays klezmer. It's the style of the music. But there are different grooves that happen in klezmer music.
We've played at the Kennedy Center, at the Millennium opening with the 2000. They did an internet broadcast. That was the first time, man. So I like to say we played for millions of people that day. That was pretty cool. We've been up to New York about 6 times. There's a klezmer brunch at a place called Tonic. It's run by Dave Krakauer, who was the original clarinet player for the Klezmatics, as a matter of fact.
I get a lot of solo time. The trumpet player was not available. He gets a lot of solo time too. And of course, Michael does a lot of guitar soloing. Yeah. The drummer gets occasional solos. The bass player also. So we all kind of strut our stuff a little. We're all kind of soloists in a way. We have fun. We play a lot of traditional songs, but not in a traditional way.
There's funk, there's punk, there's jazz, there's rock, there's a lot of stuff that really takes from the klezmer tradition. And so, yeah, I think it's a really neat thing that's happening with the new klezmer movement. It's definitely, I would say, in the tradition of klezmorim, or klezmer bands historically, in that they were often family bands. My father, is the clarinet player, and my husband's a guitarist, and I'm the vocalist and keyboardist. And our son, who's 3 years old, is actually quite a good klezmer drummer at this point. That's what it's about. I mean, it's about passing on a tradition. It's not just about the musicians, it's about the people listening.
The people leave feeling better than when they arrived.
It's a family band, with my daughter being the vocalist and so on. And that's always good. We get to see each other quite often that way, otherwise I might not see her as much as some of the other kids.
And I think it's something we'll be doing for a long time as a family.